is here. Bright and early. Josh is here with the big John Deere. Good morning. Good morning. Saying goodbye to the excavator and hello to the dozer, huh? Wave goodbye to the dozer. Wave goodbye. I'm in excavator. And say hello to my little friend. 700L. I think this guy will do the job just fine. What do you guys think? Good morning, welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today the excavator is gone. We've got our land cleared for our Barndominium build here on the ridge. What do I hear? I hear a dozer. The dozer is here, guys. It is gonna rain though. We've had blue skies all week for the excavator, but it looks like the dozer may get wet. Not really sure how much he can get done with all the rain, but he's already started coming up from the driveway, starting to push all the debris all the way up through the driveway. We'll form the driveway in a little bit, but you can see him right there. He is. He's already starting to get it on the ridge. Now you might see some flags out there. What are those flags for? Let's go look. I came out here yesterday evening just to try to get a feel for what's going on out here on the land. Once we had the excavator clear everything, it looked a lot different. Where I thought the peak of the ridge was really a little bit farther back. That's why I had him clear more on this back left over here. I probably should have him clear a little bit more on that back right. It's not exact square, of course. This is, we followed the lay of the land. There's valleys and everything. We stopped at the valleys. It just so happens to look like a rectangle. But again, I probably should have him clear a little bit more back there. But I got here and saw where the peak was. And I tried to think about when you drive up the driveway, where do you want to see the house? And what do I want, a bigger yard in the front? Do I want a bigger yard in the back? What are my plans for the yard? Well, in the front, we're talking about you know, a shop. I also think about doing a paddock. Once I get that big tree mountain clear, maybe putting a stable over there, someplace where we can see horses or cattle, you know, because I've got the main fields, the pastures, but I'd like to be able to see some of the livestock at different periods of time, so we could rotate them, the highland cattle, the horses, the hair sheep, between the 3 pastures, and sit out on the front porch in the afternoon, watch the sunset, and watch the horses do what horses do, you know. That's a thought. So putting the house up here on the ridge, then use the dozer to cap it off, get about 18 inches down, spread that out, level it out, and then have a very small backyard. And I'm fine with that. I'm very fine with that. So I came out here, and having all that in mind, I got a measuring wheel, and I know my Barndominium is gonna be 40 by 40. So I picked a spot with a flag out in the center of the field here. I used a range finder, about 50 yards that way, 50 yards that way, got the center. Then I got out my compass app, and with my compass app, try to figure out east and west, because my solar panels are going to face due south, okay? So they'll run east and west. And I want all my structures on the property to really run the same direction. It's kind of that uniform OCD thing I've got. So there on the north side, the solar panel carport will run east and west, facing due south. The Barndominium will therefore face due west, right? The front will face due west. So it puts it a little bit angled to the property, but I've got a few more trees to clear. It's not going to be an issue. So knowing that, I got out to where I thought the center was, put a white flag down. Boom, put a white flag down. Got my compass here. Got my compass, see, compass on the phone. Whoop, 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 whoop. And went, all right, where is due west? And I measured out 20 feet from there, put a flag. Turned around this way, went due east, 20 feet, put a flag. Got back to the center, north. You see where I'm going with this? 20 feet that way, 20 feet that way. Once I did that, then I could triangulate, use a little Pythagorean theorem, 40 foot by 40 foot, you know, that's what, 56.6556, whatever. The hypotenuse, diagonal from corner to corner. Yeah, I called my son, the civil engineering student, just to verify. And we got the flag, I got the flags put up. Now, these flags are going away. They got to take 18, Josh has got to take 18 inches off the top of here. I just wanted to see the lay of it. So let's get out here and look and see what we did. Here's the rain. He's going to work as long as he can in the rain, but as soon as it gets a sloppy mess, I doubt he'll be working much longer. I'm going to sit up here, and I was just getting ready to go out there and use my compass, the rangefinder, and show you all that with the flags. But sit this one out. I don't think the rain's going to last too long, so hopefully it doesn't get too much of a muddy mess, and then we'll get right back at it. don't know if y'all can see, there's this low depression right here, and Josh has been slowly filling it in. It's right here at this south tree line, and he's just been getting all this debris from up there all the way down to the tree mountain. He's just been grabbing it and grabbing it and grabbing it and just filling in this hole, and then of course he'll put topsoil on it and pack it down real hard. But it went all the way to over there, almost to where the house is going to be, and he's already got all this right here filled in. And now he's got to finish this little, you can see how deep the ravine was right there. It's just weird picturing this land again. There's the big K pine tree, and there's the septic field, the little flags. And right here was the big S curve. You see the road? There's the old road, and there's the old water hole. And right there is where the curved scrape tree was, where the deer were doing all the scraping, and the trail right through here, right through there. Now guys, I was out here yesterday putting those flags out, and a deer came out to visit me. He's like, "What are you doing in my yard?" I'm like, "Hey guy, this is my yard now." Woo! Got a big cluster of flags right here, which I believe is the center. This is what I did. I got my Nikon rangefinder, and I click on it, and you really can't see from here, but I click, and it's about 49, 50 yards right there. Come back this way. There's my red flag right there, so that's the drangle, and I gotta go just past the Kubota there, and that's about 50 yards. So I'm about center right here. Now you see I got a big depression over there, and Josh is moving all this dirt. He's gonna fill in all these little gullies and everything, fill that in. I gotta be careful of that tree right there. No, I've said this 100 times. If you bury a tree 3 feet at the trunk, it will die. Ask Simple Life Reclaim. They know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm either going to remove that tree or create a slope back there. A slope, which I'm kind of okay with a slope too. We'll fill in over here as much as we can and then slope it down in that little valley. So now that I've got my distances, then I have to figure out how far away everything is. Correction, before I figure out the distance from the center, I need to make sure I know the direction from the center. So what we do is I use my compass. Right there is the center, and I wanted to go due west. Okay, due west, and you can see that orange flag right there is due west. Okay, and I got flags at the corner over there, and they are, got the center flag, they are, there we go, northwest. And then this flag right here, that flag is north. You can see I did the same thing all the way around. Now the distance, a little trickier. For the distance, I use this really old measuring wheel. Now if you look at the measuring wheel, you can see it used to say 0, 0, 0, 0. And you can read the other numbers pretty good. This thing is really old. All right, so all you do is just click, 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 and it measures foot by foot. Now we've got so many bumps and you know, stumps and stuff in here. Again, this is just a rough estimate of where I wanted the house to be. But I come out here, 18, 19, boom, 20. Right there's 20 at this flag. I did the same thing in all 4 directions, right? North, south, east, and west, got those flags. Then I did diagonal, and should have a pretty good 40 by 40 square right here on the top of this ridge. And again, this is just to give Josh an idea of where he needs to cut the land down, about 18 inches to get it nice hard, get all this topsoil off. We'll move the topsoil to other areas of the yard where we need to build up and get grass, like where the solar carport's gonna be. That needs to be built up a little bit. The shed, the power shed house is gonna be up there in the peak. We're gonna take some of that dirt actually and bring it down. So I think this is a good spot. I'll talk to Josh, make sure I'm not an idiot and totally screwed this thing up, because I have no idea what I'm doing as far as building and construction and all that. I'm just a simple man and I'm doing a simple job. Actually, a simple man doing a complicated job, because this is harder than electrical engineering, guys. This is almost like rocket science, getting this initial step down. And all these angles and Pythagorean theorem and trigonometry and all this stuff. Ah! I came out here yesterday and put these flags out just to kind of get an idea where I want them. I'll pull them all up here in a minute so you can do your work. So I kind of put it as high as I could. That way, you know, we ain't got to bring dirt to it. We can take dirt off of it, like you said. See how you're smoothing everything out. That hole over there, my plan is, come over here a second. Again, you're the expert. You tell me what this is possible or not, because I have no idea. I know if you bury a tree, it's going to die. So what I was thinking, and hopefully this makes it easier on you, is we slope this down. See how it's sloped down over there? And as you're filling this, we slope it down to that little valley. So we're not having to build that up, leveled out or anything, because we bury that tree, again, it will die. Looking at the aerial view and everything, I wonder, with your dozer, if you just push some of them small trees back in the woods for me over there. You ain't got to worry about pulling them out or anything. Just push them in the woods, leave them, and I'll get them all later. Just a few, maybe, you know, 10 yards that way and 10 yards that way.
That's right.
That'll give us a little more room to, you know, move dirt and stuff too. But you get to that point, again, it's just, I gotta know, I'll get out there and I'll mark some more trees, but we'll leave any of the big trees. I ain't gonna worry about pushing down a big tree or anything. Just a few of those small ones, and that'll give me a little more straight line back there and a little more room to work with this dirt, sloping it down. Does that sound right? Or
you don't have the back corner this close to this? If you just lay it out 40 by 40, you actually need to lay it out at least 50 by 50.
Yeah, because the pad needs to be 50 by 50, so that means it needs to go that way a little bit, right? Yeah, originally I had it that way, but that means we need to bring a lot of dirt that way, but you planned on doing that anyway, didn't you?
I'm gonna set it down and go up.
Yeah. And
then I'll grade the yard around it.
Okay. So in your recommendation, get a little farther away from that slope, since we have to pad it up. Okay. I'm gonna take all the flags up. I was just kind of get an idea. I'm gonna run them east and west. Everything points south, right? So the house is pointing south. The carport over there will point south. When you go to level, when you get to the point where you want to level, I'll put some flags back out and we can see where that is. Right now, I know you're just cleaning everything up. So we learned something here, or at least I learned something. Josh and I were setting out where the house is and where the carport's gonna be, the solar array. And my phone GPS compass was just not being consistent. And we were trying to get the flags, you know, so he could grade it out. So what I did is I went back and got my old Boy Scout compass. This is actually the one from whenever I taught my oldest son, Tyler, Boy Scouts. I've kept it in my hunting backpack just as an emergency. And so I got it out, and this is what I see. So we set it up, north, and the you see we're pretty good along the flags. You probably got some parallax error there. We can set it up. And the phone compass was way off. I'm talking way, way off. Let's look at this direction. There's a flag. Let's get it set up north. And if I can get this set up, there we go. So flag, and there's east. So that worked. And if I go this way to that opposite one, it should be northwest, which it is. So that's good. Yeah, so what he's doing now is he is taking, this is high over here, of course. He's taking this dirt, gonna build up to level out for the house and the carport. The drop-in powerhouse shed's gonna be up over there, not a big deal. Then of course, grade this down. This will be graded up, and hopefully the house and the carport will be level with everything else sloping off. I really don't want anything higher than the house. Of course, the house is gonna be on a block foundation, which gets it above everything, but I just don't want water, and I want to be on top of the ridge, you know what I'm saying? Of course, this is the lower ridge, you know, there's a valley in between the main ridge up there, but I want it to be at the top. I don't want to have any swales or anything. So we'll see how he's going. I'm not a construction engineer, I'm not a civil engineer. Morgan, where are you at when I need you? Josh knows what he's doing. I just got to make sure he understands what I'm looking for, because I know he knows how to do it. So let's go ahead and get back to work. I think Josh is as good as dozer operator as is an excavator operator. Woohoo! That's some cool stuff right there. Just broke for lunch. As you can see, Josh has been pushing all this dirt down in that hollow over there, getting everything leveled for the house. We had a discussion. Now back from lunch and time to get back at it. Yeah, that's a big drop right there, isn't it? All right, so Josh is getting the carport grade leveled out, or graded out. So we're gonna basically go off that corner over there for the carport. Carport would be just a little bit lower than the house. Of course, you know, you'll have 4 inches of gravel in the carport. I'm gonna start using flags and start marking out the driveway coming up in between the carport and the house, all the way from the entrance over there. He's got his laser level marked on these posts over here, and these orange tape is what he has to bring the grade up to get it level. So orange tape right there, and orange tape over there. You can see he's cut this down, pushed it all that way. Now that he's got that, he can start bringing it down, level it up. You can see it almost levels up with what we got here. Eventually we'll have to cut some of that off over there. But you can see that's right there. I'm getting these flags again to make the driveway. Again, I think the driveway is gonna come up, curve that way, go right in between. Carport over there, and of course the powerhouse right over there. All right, so we got our S-curve coming up the driveway. Come up, and I got this flag right here. And I'm thinking, I go up towards the Kubota there. This left area here will be saved for like a paddock, for a horse corral or a little barn or something. This area over here, saved for a shop. Of course, I got that big right area back there. I can do all kinds of things with. House will be up there between the dozer and his truck. You can see there's a flag. Right here's a flag. curving on around. Okay, this is the outside edge of the driveway. Again, where the tree mountain is, that's a big whole open area. It's actually pretty level right there too. It slopes down but levels out. Again, this is the right edge of the driveway. You see the house is over there, about 30 yards. Start coming in. Good, got all this dirt here to help him set the crown. But he curves in right here. Curves in, there's the house over there. Curve in, carport right here. Pull up in the car, 4-car carport, and then the powerhouse right over there. Of course, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I think that's the way that vision works in my head. Josh is gonna make sure it works with the reality. What Josh is doing now is cutting out the driveway. Once he gets that the grade he likes, he'll clean up around it. Look at that tree mountain behind him, guys. Josh and I were just talking about this area back here. As you cut into things and you see how things are, we noticed that we could really take that big pine tree right there out, use this dirt over here, fill that in so it looks just like that slope right over there. Nice even slope. I like having it there, for a little bit of morning shade, but we really have that one because that's where the sun comes up over there. We have all that. We have a big oak right there. I think if we get this pine out, if he needs to, tell him go right ahead, take it out, leave it over there. I'll cut it up with a chainsaw later because you have to push it all the way over there with the dozer and everything. Not very fun. But if he takes that out, he can bring this dirt over here. He can actually adjust the level right here, and that makes us be able to lower this a little bit because right now it's higher than the house. And I really wanted the house to be the highest part. So we can take all that, put it down in there. Thinking that makes sense. So, tree, you may go bye-bye. I hear it crunching. That's the root system. There goes that one. I think what he's going to do is get some dirt pushed down in there. Once he gets some dirt pushed down in there, he'll be a little more level, get a little more leverage on it, because right now he's too low on the tree. He gets about 2 or 3 feet higher, he'll be able to push that thing over. That 700L, it'll get her done. Get her done, get her done, get her done. Oh, that looks so much fun. He should be paying me to do this, don't you think? I'm gonna let you come out on my property and play in the dirt. You pay me. I wish it was that way. Man, look at that hole he's digging there. All right, will it go over? I don't know. Will this be the last load pushed over that he needs to get it done? No! Now, can he get the leverage he needs? Oh my goodness. Oh, he hit it hard. There it goes. There it goes. Ha ha. Look at that. I bet he's gonna go down the hole there and push that sucker right towards me. We shall see. Starting to sprinkle rain on us a little bit. Now he's got a big old hole to put dirt. That's what we need to do. We need to get a lot of this dirt over here, get put someplace. He's gonna put it right down in there. I better get out of his way. Oh! Root ball is free. I got me some firewood right there, don't I? Woohoo! There it goes. Push it, baby, push it. Ah, push it. Push it real good. Down, down, down. Ah, he's gonna flip over. Ah, he's got it. That's crazy. All right. Got it out of the way. I'm gonna have to come up here with a chainsaw and start cutting on that. Get it out of here. Perfect. Now he's got access to all this dirt over here. Woo! Who's having fun besides me? It just changes the whole feel of it. You know what I'm saying? Just changes the whole feel. Roxanne from Country Road Cure, she always says it. It just changes the whole feel. It really does. Still got my big tree right there. I'm glad I kept that. Now that is all opened up. Now he's got a huge hole. Start pushing all that dirt in there. It's raining on us. It's raining. I ain't gonna melt. You gonna melt? I ain't gonna melt. Josh has moved over to the south side of the hole, and look at the hole. It is getting filled in. He filled in all around this tree over here. You gotta remember, right here was a giant ravine, and it is all smoothed off now. Even behind that tree right there was about an 8-foot hole. And he's filled all this in. So now with the house being right here, he's taking all that high dirt right there and bringing it all in, It's looking great. We just need this rain to hold off a little bit longer. It's still sprinkling, but Josh is still working. It's not getting all muddy and soppy yet, but it is heading into the weekend. So we're gonna get some rain. We'll see how he gets it all packed down and get all the drainage areas done, and we'll have to come back and soon things dry up and get right back at it. We'll see what he can get done today though. Dude's a machine. Josh is heading out for the day, actually for the weekend. It is raining. It's raining pretty good right now, and it's just starting to get a little muddy. But you can see he's been cutting down this side over here. Got a little pile of dirt. He's gonna save that topsoil because all around the yard that he has to cut down, he's going to put that topsoil back on it. Being a little conscientious, that way I can grow some grass. Very, very thoughtful. You know, he could just push it all out of the way and just call it done for it, but no. We're going to keep the pad, you know, topsoil is all off the house foundation here. He's going to build up where the carport and the powerhouse are going to go. And then all around there, he's going to put that topsoil back all through here. That way I can get some grass growing real nice like. Finished up this hole over here, and it looks like it just looks like God made it this way, doesn't it? You can see how the smooth gradual flow right here. So my backyard, you can see the house will be over there, and this will all be backyard. I'll actually be able to mow this. And I think in the future, I might be able to cut some more of those trees down and smooth that out myself, bring in some more dirt and level it out, but that'll be something I'll do in the future probably. But guys, it's raining. I think I need to call this one a day. We'll get this video out to you just as soon as possible, and more videos coming very, very soon here on RidgeLife. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video comes out here on RidgeLife. So guys, until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go RidgeLife.